What is up, YouTube? Chaos Primary back at you with yet another video, and this time it's of another review. Now, today is December 11th, and it just dawned on me that I have not yet done a holiday movie review on this channel. I usually like to do those this time of year. I don't know why I haven't done one yet this year, but I figure I finally get around to doing it. Now, since my channel's inception 7 years ago, I have said that one of my favorite holiday movies is Jingle All the Way. I've mentioned that several times on the channel. But I only discovered that 7 years ago. There is one holiday movie that I have discovered before Jingle All the Way. I saw this movie in theaters. I bought it on DVD when it came out, initially. And it just dawned on me that I have not yet, done this movie justice. I did a review of it when I started my channel all the way back in '09, but let's be honest, my videos all back then were absolutely terrible. My videos did not start getting good till about 3 years ago, maybe. But this is one of my favorite holiday movies. I watch it every year, multiple times, and I've just finished watching it a few minutes ago. So we're going to take a look at it. Today, we're going to review The Polar Express. That's right, The Polar Express. This will go down in history as a cult classic. This is what I watched every Christmas before I discovered Jingle All the Way. This is by far one of my favorite holiday movies. Now, for those of you who have never seen the movie, first of all, what's wrong with you? It's 2016. This movie's been out for 12 years and you still haven't seen it? What's wrong with you? Go out and watch this movie. But for those of you who are too lazy, let me give you a brief summary. The movie is based on a book of the same name written by Chris Van Allsburg, who you may remember as the author of Jumanji and Zathura. The movie is about a boy who, throughout the whole film, goes unnamed, who pretty much doubts the existence of Santa Claus on the North Pole. One night, this magic train shows up in front of his house, and him, along with a bunch of other kids, are whisked along on this magical journey to the North Pole to see Santa Claus. And there's a bunch of stuff that happens along the way, and even things that happen when they get to the North Pole. So, taking a look at the cover, you have the iconic poster art of the kid and the engine. It says up there, Tom Hanks, The Polar Express. This was released in both full screen and widescreen versions. I obviously have the widescreen edition, although you could get the full screen version. I'm not sure how available it is, but the version is available out there. The spine says Polar Express. The back, you have some beautiful artwork of the elves throwing their hats up in the air. You got the Christmas tree, the train circling around to make its return trip, and of course the North Pole itself. And amazing, you've never seen anything like it, by Joe Siegel of Good Morning America / ABC TV. And there is a little read up here. It says, "Get up, get on, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's Christmas Eve, and you're about to roller coaster up and down mountains, slip slide over ice fields, tether across mile-high bridges, and be served hot chocolate by singing waiters more astonishing than you could ever imagine. You're on the Polar Express." Tom Hanks stars in, and Robert Zemeckis directs this holiday classic film, dazzling performance capture animation that makes every moment magical. Seeing is believing, says a mysterious hobo who rides the rails with you. You'll see wonders, and you'll believe. All aboard? And actually kind of spells out the words all aboard like the guy's just shouting it. Let's see here. It's rated G, of course, runs for 100 minutes. And no special features, unfortunately. There might have been a special edition release with 2 discs that had special features, but you're not missing much. This got English, French subtitles, and the movie is in French. Distributed by Castle Rock, Shangri-La, and Image Movers, if that's right. But mainly Warner Brothers. Crack it open. There you have the disc there with the same image on the front. Disc 1, the movie widescreen, so there probably was a 2-disc edition release when this movie first came out on DVD in 2005, but I just have a standard single-disc edition, and by today's standards, that's the only version you're going to be able to find anyway. Now, The Polar Express, like I said, it's one of my favorites. Before I discovered Jingle All the Way, this was the movie I watched every Christmas. In fact, I still watch this movie every Christmas. A little bit about me. I was in the hospital 4 years ago, and the only movie or thing I watched on TV was this movie when it was aired on ABC Family. Well, when they were still ABC Family, now they're called Freeform. But you're missing my point. It's just that good of a movie. I mean, you got Robert Zemeckis directing, you got Tom Hanks in the lead role, Alvin Silvestri doing the score, and, you know, just an award-winning combination of actor, director, and distribution that just makes for a good classic movie. And another interesting thing about this movie is one song in particular on the soundtrack. Some of you may know this, some of you might not, but one of the songs that was recorded and written just for this movie was Believe by Josh Groban. And a little personal tidbit about me is that ever since I saw this movie, or ever since I heard that song, I've been a huge Josh Groban fanatic. This movie introduced me to that man singing. So you can see that this movie has had some long-lasting effects on me. I don't know where the hell it is, but I have a Christmas tree ornament of the bell from the movie. And it has a cutout in it that has the boy and Santa on a sled. Just like in the ending of the movie. So, so as I've said here, you can tell by how much I'm talking about it that this is a really well-known movie. If you haven't seen it, you really should watch it. Even if you don't like trains. I mean, that's the reason why I love this movie so much when I was a kid, because I love trains. I'm a sucker for anything with trains. That's why I love that movie Unstoppable so much. But it's just a beautifully well-done movie. I mean, it is rare when a holiday movie that comes out becomes a classic. I mean, you think of the oldies, you think of A Christmas Carol, you think of Miracle on 34th Street, you think of Home Alone, you think of Die Hard, you think of A Christmas Story, you think of Jingle All the Way. If you want to think recently, you think of Elf, and also you think of The Polar Express. It's just one of those movies that, you know, it's just so well synonymous with the holiday season that you just can't help but watch it. I mean, every channel airs it. I mean, it's on Freeform, Cartoon Network airs it. I'm pretty sure Discovery Family and Disney XD have aired it their fair share of times. It's just a really well done movie. And I can't say enough good things about it. It's just that good. You know, it's no surprise that Tom Hanks, you know, was nominated for a Golden Globe and an Oscar for this movie. It's no wonder that Josh Groban got the nominee for Best Original Song for Believe. You know, this movie I can't finish that sentence. I'm just blown away by it. What I'm getting at here is, watch it. Even if you don't buy the DVD or the Blu-ray, watch the movie. If it's on television, you have to go to your DVR right now and see when next time it's on TV and record it. Trust me, you will love it. It is a really beautiful movie. And I can't recommend it enough. I really can't. So, I guess that's about it. Later, guys. I am out of here.